Alright, you sea rats. I hear you're looking for the loot. Well, Captain Caveman and my cutthroat companion, Mazikeen here, we're going to help you find every treasure map super easy, super efficiently, and it won't take more than a couple minutes. So let's get started with the legendary maps. These are actually the easiest treasure chests to find. Obviously, the PvP element is its own beast, and I won't get into that here, but the nice thing about legendary maps is they mark the outpost you need to travel to on the map, and it's shown at the compass at the top of your screen. So instead of panicking and trying to decipher these difficult to read scrolls while receiving cannon fire, just open your map, place a ping at the outpost that will now be marked with a skull, or just navigate by your compass altogether and run like hell. The first time I managed to get my hands on one of these, I was in the open ocean fighting 3 other captains, and I'm trying to brace and then open my inventory, look at the map and going, oh god, what is this? I have no idea. It's all burnt and charred. Doesn't help. Just look for that skull on the outpost, and that's how you can get there. But once you do get to the outpost, check that map again, and the chest will be by the image in the top right. This will show you where the chest is buried. I typically just run around until I hear the audio cue, and then I see that orange beam of light, and that's how I find it. Moving on to the old or rare treasure maps. I've seen a lot of captains just having like 5 of these sitting in their hold, taking up inventory slots, and they're maxed out. Realistically, they're kind of useless when it comes to endgame. The silver's not really needed. The resources you get from it are not great, and you don't really get anything worth pieces of 8 or sovereigns, so it's just kind of a waste of time, a lot of people feel, and especially if it takes you a while to decipher them. But with my method, it's really quite easy. So if we look back at our treasure maps here, you're going to see normal method, you'd read the treasure map and you try to decipher what is this image represent. It's normally a landmark within an outpost, and so that's how you could find where this is located. And then similar to the legendary map, you'll have an object here, and then that is where the treasure chest would be buried next to within that outpost. But there is a way easier way to do it. And if we go to our map, you go to your journal, scroll all the way down to your treasure maps. You're going to find, you have your old treasure map right here. There's the image that you were seeing earlier. But what you're going to notice here is Red Isle, or whatever region it's in. And so you have the Red Isle, Coast of Africa, the open seas, and then the East Indies. So this makes it really easy to find which outpost is it in roughly. And so you can see the borders right here in pink. Note that open sea is like all the way down here, all the way up to here. So you have to think of all of these different little islands. That's where it could be. So just be conscious of that when you're looking. But then what makes it really easy to find the location is now, okay, well, I know it's in the Red Isles. This is what the image looks like. Then if you actually just go to the different outposts, scroll over them, you're going to see that they have an image in the top right also. And so you just kind of bounce around until you find the one that looks similar. So in this case, it's Lenitra. And so you can see that has the same icon, and that's actually the ships that are sunk in the back, and that's what this represents. And so we go back to our map just to double check. Hey, it's the same thing. Awesome. Now you can find these treasure maps super easy, fast travel, find that little rock it's posted next to, dig it up and get your treasure. Now, the recent or the common treasure maps are actually the hardest in my opinion. You can follow a similar approach where you go to your navigation map and you find the general region on the text of the map, but then the image within the actual map will show the local region around the outpost. And in this case, you have to then zoom in on each outpost and try and figure out which one lines up and matches what the image is in your map. Not too difficult, but once again, these chests are even worse than the rare ones, not usually worth your time. I actually just discard them and get rid of them before I use them. But that's how you can find all the treasure chests super easy. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you next time.